What up, YouTube? This your boy Jamie in the city coming at you with another video. This one is not such a pleasant video, but life just has its fucking ups and downs. I bought a van in Ohio, not really wanting it, and I have my aunt and this guy named Sonny saying I shouldn't have bought it. Ooh, I really didn't want it. I went to go test drive it. This shady ass private dealership. Didn't even know the guy's name when I first got there. I just went there, he let me test drive it, didn't hold on to my ID or something, didn't hold on to nothing, let me test it around town by myself. It ran alright around town, but I was like, you can never be too sure buying a used vehicle. Long story short, I hit this guy up on Facebook Marketplace. At first, I thought it was a chick because he has a female as a profile picture. I get to the address he sent me. No, it's this Armenian dude. He speaks English, but he has a very strong accent. So right off bat, that's a telltale sign that he's fucking hiding something or scamming something. I don't know. But yeah. Long story short, though, he ends up weaseling me to buy the car that day. I had a rental truck with me, and I couldn't drop it off anywhere else because there was an additional fee if I don't drop it off at that specific location that I picked it up at. So I had to bring it back, and then I'm trying to make my way back to the Ohio terminal because that's the day I left Melton. And long story short, basically, hit me up. He's like, so you don't really want the van? I was like, I tried to say, sell it to somebody else, maybe somebody else wants it. And he's trying to guilt trip me and saying, I had a lot of people wanting to buy it and I took it off the market. You could redo another ad. It's not that hard. Sell it to a mechanically inclined person that likes, this is a project van. This is like, it runs, it's okay, but it's like a project van. It's for somebody that has mechanical knowledge and has the ability to, work on things, knowing what to get into. I need a van that's reliable. I need a vehicle that's reliable. I don't have to worry about it only with regular routine maintenance stuff. This shit needs all sorts of stuff. Like I said, it runs. It doesn't run to a T, but another fucking thing, I told myself I was never gonna buy a used vehicle after the last one I bought. And this guy ended up weaseling me into fucking buying it because I was desperate. I had no way to get back from the thing, and I needed to get back to the terminal. So he weaseled it. He's like, all right, I'll drive it back. And I even offered him another $100 to do it because it was like 50, 60 miles out of his way. So I was like, all right. But in the back of my mind, I know this is a bad idea, and I know he's a very shady, greedy individual. Money is his main factor in life. I don't think, if you ask, he might believe in God or whatnot, but I don't think he does. And if he does, he puts money before God. Like my aunt's like, oh. She has no idea what it's like to live in my shoes. Just like I have no idea what's it like to live in her shoes. Sonny, he's had his whole life catered to him. Did he have to work? Yeah. It's a part of being in a productive family. You're a part of a family household. You got to be productive. But he's had his support his entire life. He's had caterers, catered to with his family. So they can't say anything. They can't live in they don't know what it's like to live in my shoes. For them to make comment on whatever. But anyways, I just gotta make this quick video because I just gotta get this off my mind. Beware of scammers. Beware of people that are greedy. They don't care about the next person. They just care about money. It's very, very bad. And in this 2023, things are getting really out of hand as far as emotional stimulant, mental stimulant. People are becoming brain dead and not to generalize, but it's like it's not people's fault. It's just the way things are. Technology, it's just so corrupt. Things are just, out of control in America. I don't know if it's like that in other countries, but in America, man. But yeah, you got to be careful. I bought this dealer. I bought this thing. It's called Import Auto Group in Akron, Ohio. I would not recommend you buy a vehicle there. If you ever need a, used vehicle for a fair price, that fair price, if it's too good to be true as far as price wise, there's something off about it. I should have known going into it as soon as I knew that he was a guy when he has his profile picture set as a female. This guy's probably a fucking scam artist. I took it with a grain of salt. He let me test drive it. I was like, I want it. The only reason why the only thing, like a percentage, I was like 50%, I wanted it. Well, I said it's 40%, I wanted it. 60%, hell no, I'm not wasting my money on this fucking thing. But, and the only 40% was because I was desperate and I needed a vehicle. Now, I explained to him that I needed to get back to California. This fucking vehicle, I don't think is reliable enough to make it back to California. Running it easy, running it hard, it doesn't matter. I don't think it's reliable enough to drive 3,000 miles across country. But not saying it broke down, so I ended up investing in what do you call it? A U-Haul. Oh yeah, U-Haul is another ripoff. These corporations and all these, greed is a very, very evil entity. They say the root of all evil is money. Greed. But and that's there's a lot of truth to that. There's other things that incorporate being evil, but that's definitely top priority as far as being evil. But yeah, I got ripped off with U-Haul. I only need to go 1,200 miles from where I was at in Nebraska, and I'm going back to California. I calculated with my GPS, it's 1,200 miles where I picked up the truck. And then it ended up being $2,200 just for the vehicle itself. For the I have a car dolly is hauling the little van. So all together, everything is $2,200, and that's before getting fuel. So I still got another $300 to $500 to spend on fuel, depending on how good this is on fuel economy. But I filled it up full tank, and I'm already on a quarter tank, and I only drove it 150 miles so far. So that leads me to believe maybe I'm too hard on the gas, or this thing is a terrible thing on gas mileage. But I guess that sums up my video, my 8-minute 32-second video. All right, guys, be careful. God bless.